Right. Celestia walked into Canterlot Tower. She had a stressful day, and it was time to blow off some steam. She entered the long hallway with the stained glass windows depicting various events, the elements of harmony, discord. She saw it. At the end of the hallway, her favorite thing in the world, even better than Luna, the door. Just at the, what? Just at the sight of it got her flustered, as it was the most beautiful door in existence, purple, lavender, and pink, with an 8-pointed star in the middle. She quickened her pace when she finally reached the door. The heat in her loins, was almost unbearable. She lovingly nuzzled the door, then licked it, rubbing her hoof against it sensually. She whispered sweet things into its lock. Her wings spread of their own accord, stiffening in response to her arousal. Finally, she couldn't take it anymore. She inserted her horn into the door's hole, then pulled it back out, then shoved it back in again. She did this several times, then a burst of magic popped from her horn. Lines of blue covered the door, and it opened, and Celestia collapsed to the floor, sweating profusely, face covered in bliss. Corn on the cob. Oh my god. It was a beautiful day in Ponyville. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and every pony was having fun out in the nice weather. It was all thanks to the most dependable Pegasus on the weather team, Rainbow Dash. The pony in question was at the moment resting on what to her might very well be the most comfortable cloud in all of Equestria after a hard day of handling the weather like she normally did. She had been resting for a while when she just thought about another appointment she had to keep. Getting up and stretching her wings, she flew low over the busy town. Looking down, she spotted Scootaloo. The fuck? Scootaloo, who gave her idol a friendly face. What do you want? Smiling, Dash waved back and went on her way to her destination. It didn't take long for her to reach her longtime friend's house. Rainbow Dash landed on the front step of Fluttershy's moss-grown and knocked on the door. A short while later, a familiar yellow peg. I don't like this.
Keep going.
You can tell this is. A cup. Oh, never mind.
Keep going.
Keanu, just click on the Google Doc I sent. It's just that without any other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, it's like 8 pages.
Alright, here we go. The two of them had been friends since they were fillies, but whereas Rainbow Dash continued to remain in Cloudsdale, following the events of the Sonic Rain Boom, Fluttershy chose to remain on the ground and build her home just beyond the outskirts of the Evertree Forest, where all the animals lived. Fluttershy had garnered a reputation among her friends as someone who was good with animals and taking care of injured or sick woodland creatures. She, despite herself, also proved herself capable in foal sitting. Foal sitting.
Oh, good God! It's not that.
Oh, is this bad?
Keep going.
As she had when she was put in charge of the Cutie Mark Crusaders. When
Let me just tell you right now, it involves babies.
Tim, shut up.
Oh, man. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Just keep going. It's surprising, nonetheless.
Oh, Rainbow Dash, thank you so much for coming. Please come in, said the pink-haired pony. Don't mind if I do, Fluttershy, said the blue pony as she stepped over the threshold. I hope I'm not too late. Oh no, Dash. I may have said sometime afternoon, but I didn't have a specific time in mind.
What is
good? They're making
Holy shit!
What
is he reading? What is he reading?
He's reading patty cakes. He's reading patty cakes. Patty cakes. It's like the fan fiction cupcakes, but with Fluttershy.
Oh my god!
He's reading it!
Yes.
It's not exactly the same, but
it's pretty
you'll
close.
see what the main difference
Yeah,
is.
keep going, Keanu.
Alright. Good, because I took a little nap after getting Guy cleared early. Oh, said Fluttershy. Well, in that case, you must be thirsty, oh lord. Come to think of it, I'm a little parched. You wait right there. I'll be right back. Fluttershy disappeared for a moment and reappeared shortly after, holding a silver tray in her mouth. On the tray was a single glass full of ice and a transparent yellow liquid, topped with a flexible straw. She placed the tray on a nearby table, and Rainbow Dash at once approached the table and sucked on the small plastic tube, drawing liquid into her mouth. Oh my god.
What are you reading?
It's fan fiction, apparently. This is tasty and refreshing. What is it? It's a sports drink that Pinkie Pie came up with. It's supposed to help rehydrate the body faster than water can alone. She calls it Gummy Aid.
Yeah, right.
Well, remind me to thank her later on, said the blue Pegasus as she drank some more through the straw. So, what did you call me over here for? Is it something having to do with one of your small critters? No, I wanted you to come over because you're my best friend, and I wanted to talk to you about something that's been on my mind for a while. Oh Lord. It's been on my mind for a while. Foal sitting, the Cutie Mark Crusaders got me thinking. Looking after animals is nice and everything, but eventually I want to be a mommy. I want to have a baby of my own to raise and nurture and pamper. Well, I'm sure you'll make a great mommy. Thank you, Rainbow Dash. I'm really glad you say that. That means a lot to me coming from you. The blue Pegasus took another sip of her drink. Do you know the lullaby I used to try to put the Cutie Mark Crusaders to sleep? Asked Fluttershy. Not off the top of my head, said Rainbow Dash. Fluttershy cleared her throat and began to sing. Oh god, I'm skipping that.
Yeah, it's hush now, quiet now, time to that thing.
Alright. As she sang, Rainbow Dash began to feel tired and lightheaded. At first she thought she was more tired than she realized. Then she thought that maybe her friend's lullaby was really that powerful. Finally her suspicion fell upon the glass of the unnaturally colored yellow liquid. Looking at it and smelling it, she turned to her friend. She wanted to say something, but Fluttershy continued to sing her song, and soon Rainbow Dash collapsed on the spot, lost in darkness.
Wait, how did you guys get Keanu to read this?
We gave him the Celestia X Door fanfic first.
Here, I'll read that one.
No, just keep reading this one. Keep reading this one.
Alright. Alright. Rainbow Dash regained consciousness sometime later, but still found herself in darkness. She started to stretch her limbs, only to find that she couldn't. She was restrained and could barely move her arms and legs, which were strapped down. Immediately, she called out to the darkness for help. Oh good, you're awake. We can get started, a familiar voice called out. A light turned on to reveal everything. Rainbow Dash appeared to be strapped down on some sort of changing table by her legs, torso, and arms. She was restrained in such a way that she could not move her wings at all. The room appeared to be in some sort of nursery. The walls and carpet were decorated in pastels, whatever.
Pastels.
There was pastels, my bad. There was a playpen, a crib, a closet, baby toys, and other paraphernalia suitable for the youngest of the foals. Fuck, I don't know how to say that. Fowls? Oh,
It's foals, come on.
foals, okay. More disturbing than her being restrained in such a way was that none of the items seemed size appropriate for a foal. They seemed made for an adult pony. Fluttershy was in the doorway and looked at the restrained Pegasus with a smile on her face. Fluttershy, what's going on here? Asked the blue pony with more of a sense of irk than disturbance. And why am I strapped down? Well, remember earlier how I said I wanted to be a mommy and have a baby of my very own? I vaguely remember something like that before blacking out. Hey, wait a minute. What did you put in my drink? Did you drug me? I did, and I'm sorry, but it was necessary for you to cooperate. You see, I've been going over a lot of options. At first I thought about giving birth to my own foal, but I don't even have a boyfriend. Then I thought about adoption, but that's full of complications.
Big Mac.
And often a lot of red tape. Oh, I broke it. And often a lot of red tape. Then I thought about us. and how we've been friends longer than any of the other girls. That's when I realized that you would be a perfect baby for me. Rainbow Dash just stared at Fluttershy for a bit and burst out laughing. Oh, that's rich, Fluttershy. Wanting me to be your baby? How did you come up with this prank? Did Pinkie Pie help you? Fluttershy tilted her head. Prank? Oh no, Rainbow Dash. I am being most sincere, and I guarantee that by the day's end, you will be calling me Mommy. Like that's going to happen. Time will tell. Let's get started.
I just want to put that out there right now. Now that we're at a stopping point, I'm playing 80s porno music in the stream.
Oh God.
Wait,
Anyway,
where are you playing
he has
it?
a stream with.
I'm just recording it.
Yeah, he's just recording it right now.
Wow.
I'm gonna go get a bottle of water really fast. Kind of getting thirsty. All right.
This is an intermission. This requires elevator music.
Pete, do you get paid for the ads on your stream or no?
Oh,
Oh.
fucking joking.
Oh god,
Hey,
this one's loud as shit.
Mine is.
La 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 la.
Mine is.
Anyway, while intermission,
You
I want
should-
to tell you something about this game right now.
We should use Own TV for this instead. Have it on the
Wait,
phone.
what?
Yes, you can do it. You can use own.tv for live streaming.
They're not gonna let you do that.
Yes, they will. They don't check it.
Okay, good, Jesus Christ.
Before banned from on TV.
I'm not doing it. I spend more time on there than I do playing League.
Wow, you really watch streams more than you actually play?
Because, okay, look at my match history real quick.
I'm not even on.
I
Like-
can do it. I can do it.
I went 6-2 as Gragas and I lost. Every game, I do amazingly well, right? Fucking, then I got one bad. Same with that Nocturne game me and Keanu were duo killing in.
That was me.
No, there was another one
Oh,
Yeah.
when I was playing Nocturne.
La 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 la.
All right. Intermission over yet, or still a little bit longer?
Or,
Johnny wants to get back to reading.
I'm just asking.
just start reading again.
Oh my god, I feel so bad. I just screwed up a perfect run on Rocketeer.
Did you?
I know, I'm so
All
bad.
Fluttershy began by reaching for something that was in one of the compartments of the changing table. She presented a set of 4 bondage mitts that were covered in pink fleece, so they looked like booties for newborns. Before Rainbow Dash could protest, Fluttershy was already working to secure the mitts on Dash's hooves one by one. "What are these for?" asked Rainbow Dash. "So that you don't mess with the next thing I'm going to put on you?"
Oh, God.
Rainbow Dash raised an eyebrow at her friend. Fluttershy said nothing and continued to put the bondage mitts on her friend's hooves until they were nice and snug. Once she was finished, she pulled out what was clearly a thick yellow diaper that was made to fit an adult size. It was made to fit an adult size, but still decorated to look like one for a filly. She began to undo the diaper. Dash looked on with disgust. "Oh no! You don't plan to put that on me, do you?" said Dash. "Not only will you wear it, but you will use it too. Like hell I will." Fluttershy pretended she couldn't hear that and proceeded to put the diaper on her friend. Rainbow Dash couldn't exactly struggle much since the straps held her down, so it wasn't long before the diaper was on her rear and secured in place. Dash stared in awe at the piece of cloth, plastic, tapes, and absorbent material hugging her waist. She hasn't worn of these since she was very young. The first filly among her peers to be potty trained, and she was in diapers again. She looked down at it and noticed the pattern on the diaper. "Pink butterflies?" asked Rainbow Dash. "Yep, my cutie mark. That way you can look at your diaper and know right away who your mama is. Look, Fluttershy, I don't know what had gotten into you, but I'm not a little filly, and you're not my mama. Aw, a little grumpy, I see. Let me remove those straps." Fluttershy began to remove the straps one by one, and Rainbow Dash began to stretch her limbs with each new liberated limb. She waited with bated breath as Fluttershy began to remove the strap holding her chest down. Finally, there was nothing holding her down. "I'm out of here!" exclaimed Rainbow Dash. She sprang from the changing table with every intention of flying out of the room and out of the front door, but she had barely gotten off the table when she fell down, crashing head first onto the floor. Fluttershy helped her up, and held the diapered pony in her arms. "Are you okay, Dashy?"
Wow. Shogun, click that link I put in Skype real quick. It's not. It's me.
"Are you okay, Dashy?" she asked. No, I'm kidding. I know. I'll let you guys finish conversing.
Shogun, click that link. The one I put in Skype. Read it.
Pete,
What?
what should my interp ratio be?
I don't care.
Alright, I'm gonna skip to the last chapter.
Oh.
No, you're not.
Okay.
All of it.
No.
That's what Tim did.
Oh.
So fucking what?
I won't finish reading it then.
Say that to my face, faggot, not over the internet.
Keanu, we have all night. It's only 8 o'clock. Come on.
Come on, bro.
I didn't know if you guys wanted to start, but start to read again. But okay.
Yeah, keep going.
Oh God. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm feeling kind of weak for some reason. Silly Philly. Silly Philly. Haha. Sorry. Who the fuck is this guy?
Don't rhyme, ha ha ha!
Valve addicted. Okay. Sorry. Silly Philly. You know very well little that you're not strong enough to fly. Not yet, at least. After all, you're just a baby. Oh yeah? Well, I can still remove this diaper. Rainbow Dash shuffled out of Fluttershy's grasp and tried to remove the diaper, but try as she might, between the loss of grip due to the mitts and the noticeable lack of strength, she was unable to do so.
Oh,
She sat on her padded duff, crossed her arms, and gave a slight huff when she realized it was hopeless. "Oh, Dash, don't be silly. You can't leave. Not looking like that. What would people say? What would Scootaloo say? You simply aren't strong enough right now." Rainbow Dash glared at Fluttershy. She knew very well she was at the yellow Pegasus's mercy. "Okay, Fluttershy, what will it take to get this diaper off me? Humor me for the rest of the day. If you're not happy by day's end, you'll be free to go." "That's it? I just have to play baby for you for a day and I'm free to go? That's it? Okay, I guess I can deal with that. What do you want to do first?" Fluttershy gave a squeaky grin and sat down in front of Rainbow Dash. "Patty cake!" exclaimed Fluttershy. "Patty cake?" said the diapered pony. "Patty cake!" said Fluttershy, holding her hooves out in front of her. Rainbow Dash sighed and put her hooves out in front of her. Fluttershy sang, but Dash declined to join in, and only matched Fluttershy's claps with her own. Patty cake, baker's cold. Bake me a cake as fast as bolt. Pat it and prick it and mark it with a D and put it in the oven for Dashy and me.
Jesus
On that
Christ.
last part, Fluttershy gave one of her signature cheers. "Yeah, that was really something," said Rainbow Dash. Just then, Rainbow Dash's body was telling her something she didn't want her to hear, especially not as she was now. She wiggled her legs a bit. Fluttershy, I don't know how to say this, but I need to go water the flowers." "Oh, you don't have to, Dashy. I already watered my garden this morning." "No, what I mean is, I need to go use Little Philly's room." "Oh, well then by all means, you're free to go." Rainbow Dash blinked. "Really? Then in that case, can you help me get this diaper off?" "Oh, no. You misunderstand. You're free to go in your diapers." Rainbow Dash was about to protest, but before she could, she thought about what Fluttershy said earlier about her being free to go if she cooperated and simply huffed. "I can hold it," said Rainbow Dash. "If you say so," said Fluttershy. Alright. This is terrible. The two of them spent the next half hour or so playing as any mother and daughter would. Fluttershy had put a lot of effort into the nursery room.
Wait, what?
This is terrible. There was a table with a pink tablecloth and a tea set. Rainbow Dash was not entirely keen on having a tea party with Fluttershy, but abided as best she could. The closet was also filled with all manner of infantile clothing. Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash try one each out. This terrible grammar. Try one each outfit and model it for her, as much to the Blue Pony's dismay. These dresses look adorable on you, Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash, who was currently wearing a pink frilly maid-like dress, only huffed. Then Fluttershy looked as if she had suddenly remembered something. Oh, I just remembered that I have to check on one of the animals in my care. I'll be right back, baby. And Fluttershy said as she went out of the room. Fluttershy had left the door to the nursery open. Oh God. Rainbow Dash was tempted to escape to the outside, but decided against it, considering how she was dressed, and had no way to change that. By now she realized that she could no longer hold in her bladder. She needed to relieve herself one way or another. Oh my God.
I have a feeling the second chapter is worse.
Yeah.
We're already on like the third or fourth.
Oh, the next chapter is probably going to be worse.
It's not like
Gotta put some safety glasses on.
What?
Oh my God. Where was I?
Right. She had to relieve herself one way or another.
Looking and listening around to make sure Fluttershy was not around, she spread her legs, pulled up her dress, and finally lit it all in her diaper, giving a sigh of relief. When she was done, the pink butterflies on her yellow diaper had disappeared, and her diaper was much warmer and softer. Curiosity got the better of her, and she started to play with her wet diapers.
What the fuck happened?
Alright, here we go. Enjoying your diapers, I see. Rainbow Dash almost peed her diapers again when she heard that. She turned around, saw Fluttershy had returned, and she hadn't noticed. No, said the Blue Pony, pushing her dress down. I hate these things. Get them off. I'll tell you what. Just call me Mommy, and I'll change your diapers. Rainbow Dash considered the option, but quickly put it out of her mind. I've been in worse situations. I don't mind the diapers. She stopped for a moment and realized what she just said. That's not what I mean, said the Blue Pegasus, waving her hooves in front of her. I meant that I would rather be in diapers than call you Mommy. Suddenly, Rainbow Dash's stomach began to grumble. Looks like someone is hungry, said the Yellow Pegasus. Follow me. I'll fix you up something. Fluttershy trotted out of the nursery, and Rainbow Dash followed after. The diaper on her rear made a distinct crinkling noise as she walked. Rainbow Dash cringed at the feeling, but tolerated it for the moment, if playing along meant her eventual freedom, Fluttershy went into the kitchen, while Rainbow Dash remained in the dining room. There was a table, but no place to sit at. Fluttershy came out of the room soon after, with a tray and a bowl filled with hot cereal and spoon, and set the tray down on the table. Oatmeal? Asked Rainbow Dash. Indeed, said Fluttershy. I suppose I could go for some oatmeal. Have a seat, please. Where? There's no place to sit. Fluttershy pointed at a piece of furniture that escaped Rainbow Dash's attention when she first came into the room. It was a high chair, complete with a built-in table and buckling belt to keep the occupant safe in it. There's no way I'm sitting in that, said Dash as she crossed her arms.
Oh my God.
Fluttershy gave Rainbow Dash a look like that of a puppy dog, as means of silently pleading with her. Rainbow Dash only shook her head from side to side in defiance. Then Fluttershy did something she had never done to her friend before. She gave her a stare. It was the look that always filled those that she gave it to with dread. Rainbow Dash lowered her ears and backed away slowly. Without a word, she got into the high chair. Once she was I have no idea what that means.
It's the stare.
What?
It's the stare.
Okay, we'll go with that. Once she was seated, Fluttershy returned to a normal disposition and came over and buckled the blue diapered pony in and closed the tray, effectively locking her into the chair. Once this was done, she brought the bowl of oatmeal and spoon. And placed it on the high chair. Oh, I almost forgot, said Fluttershy. She ran out She ran out for a bit and returned with a bib. Rainbow Dash was a bit tired of protesting, so she let Fluttershy put the bib on her without much of a fuss. Then Fluttershy took the spoon and put it in the oatmeal. Now, Dashy, are you going to be a good Villy and let me feed you? Whatever. Fluttershy gripped the handle of the spoon with her teeth and scooped up a helping of oatmeal. Smiling, she brought it into Dash's mouth. Rainbow Dash opened her mouth and allowed the spoon inside, wrapping her lips around the spoon. She drew the food into her mouth while Fluttershy drew the spoon out. The process repeated over and over again until the bowl was empty. All while but thoughts of sheer and utter humiliation filled Rainbow Dash's head, as well as fears of what might anyone say if they saw her like this. There, all done, said Fluttershy with pride. Oh my, you spilled some. Good thing you have a bib. Fluttershy used the spoon to scoop up the excess oatmeal and feed it to Dash. Once she was done, Fluttershy removed the bowl and spoon and set them to one side. Now, I imagine you're thirsty, right? Said the yellow pony. Fuck, where'd I go? Where was I? I could use something to drink, as long as it's not any more of that gummy aid stuff. Fluttershy nodded and went into the kitchen and returned with a baby bottle. I should have seen one this morning, said the blue pony. Or I should have seen this one coming, said the blue pony. Fluttershy held up the bottle with her hoof up to her friend's mouth. Rainbow Dash gave a sigh of utter defeat and wrapped her lips around the amber nipple and began to suckle. Her efforts resulted in a trickle of warm milk in her mouth. It seemed like an awfully lot of hard work to drink some milk, but as she did so, something happened that she did not expect. The suckling action was calming her down. Hold on.
You okay?
Did Shogun leave?
No.
No, he's still right there.
He's not talking though.
I think he died a little bit inside.
He's laughing too hard right now.
He said he's about to throw up. Then he stopped talking. Oh God.
All right.
Public rip of laughter.
Soon the suckling motion became anonymous, and Rainbow Dash drank to her heart's content. Fluttershy seemed to notice this change as well and smiled widely. Once she was done, she removed the bottle, but Rainbow Dash was still making a suckling motion with her lips. Oh lordy. Fluttershy responded by placing a pacifier on a pendant in Dash's mouth, which she took to quite well. Come on, my little filly, said Fluttershy as she removed the tray and restraints from the high chair and helped Rainbow Dash down. Next chapter. Oh God. After a nutritious meal, Fluttershy escorted Rainbow Dash back to the nursery. Fluttershy saw that Rainbow Dash was visibly beginning to break down, but she knew it was a little premature to tell if her efforts were completely successful. For all she knew, the blue pony was merely playing along with the promise of freedom at the end of the day, if she cooperated. Rainbow Dash was still sucking on her pacifier when she walked into the nursery, her rear crinkling behind her. She walked over to a nearby teddy bear and began to cuddle with it. Fluttershy decided that now would be a good time for a story, so she reached for a book from a nearby bookshelf and went over to a nearby beanbag and called Rainbow Dash over to her. Rainbow Dash seemed quite disorientated, but where'd I go? Oh, but found her way next to Fluttershy and sat in the beanbag chair with her. Fluttershy opened the book and read aloud. The story itself was nothing terribly earth-shattering. It was about a pony wishing to hold the world's biggest tea party. But Fluttershy read the story as if she were the newly elected mayor of Ponyville, reading her inaugural address. When she was done, she closed the book and turned to Dash. So, Dashy, what'd you think of the story? Rainbow Dash spit out the pacifier, which was attached via a pendant. It was okay. It's no Harry Trotter, but oh my God.
Harry Trotter!
Oh my God.
Wow.
No, it gets worse.
I can't take this
listen. It was okay. It's no Harry Trotter and the Philosopher's Stone. No.
Oh God.
Philosopher. Jesus Christ. What next to the chamber of sugar cubes? I don't know.
That's just stupid.
This whole thing's stupid.
Oh my God.
No, that was just clever.
I see. Then in that case, maybe I should show you something else. Fluttershy got up and put the book away and returned with a photo album. She sat down next to the diapered pony and opened the album. The first photo was that of Fluttershy as a young filly, still living in Cloudsdale. "Aw, how cute," said Rainbow Dash. Fluttershy turned the page, which revealed photos of the other 5 ponies in their circle of friends as young fillies, including Rainbow Dash. The blue pony smiled and laughed at the sight. Then Fluttershy turned the page, and Rainbow Dash's laughter stopped. The first photo was of Cheerilee in a short dress, diaper, and pacifier, holding a stuffed animal. She was not
Cheerilee,
clearly...
whatever.
What?
It's Cheerilee.
Oh my god. She was clearly not a full filly in this photo, but of adult age, and posed proactively for the camera. The next photo showed the mayor of Ponyville dressed similarly, and then carried...
Provocatively?
What?
You mean provocatively?
No, proactively.
Are you sure?
Proactively. Right here. Copy.
What?
Copy.
Oh, like right here. Like, are you pointing at your screen?